Perry Saturn and Shane Douglas both had heart scares. In Saturn's case, he was having shortness of breath that kept getting worse at his hotel, and he tried to drive himself to the hospital. It got to the point where he almost couldn't breathe at all. He stopped at a toll booth and alerted the people there, who called an ambulance and had him rushed to the hospital. Saturn has been wrestling with a back injury, compressed vertebrae, and discs and whatnot, and believes that something related to that sent him into a panic attack, which made his heart go nuts, thus the EKG readings.
That poor guy, man.
Yeah, he's had a lot of crap going on in his life. And speaking of lots of injuries towards the end of his career, in Shane Douglas's case, he was also in a car driving back from a show when he started suffering heart attack symptoms and went to the hospital. The week of this event that we're talking about today, he had yet to be released, and there was no word on if he actually had a heart attack or not, but he was in the hospital for about 3 days, so it's probably something semi-serious.
We're talking about two guys who are not that old either. That's the sad part.
I know. And I don't know what their history with substances were at this time. I never heard anything about Shane.
I'm pretty sure Shane does smoke weed.
Yeah.
Which is not going to give you a heart attack, so...
No, definitely not. With Saturn, I don't know when his substance abuse started. I mean, I assume he was clean at this point, because WWE was willing to snatch him up, and he was in WCW for quite a while, so... I don't know.
I always found it funny, by the way, he hung out with a Raven who looks like he did a crap ton of drugs.
Yeah, I know. I think Raven was just high on himself. I don't think he did anything.
I said the same about CM Punk. I'm like, if I took one look at that dude, like, and I'm talking about like in his early WWE days, like, if I took one look at that dude, I'd be like, that guy's a huge drug abuser. So, let the looks deceive you.
Well, you remember what I said to you the other day about, like, I might lose some female listeners here, but I mean, women openly admit it's like it takes them 2 hours to tell a 10-minute story. Well, Raven, if you ever listen to his podcast, he's kind of the same way. He's hilarious, but he's frustrating as hell to listen to because it's like, dude, get to the effing point.
I've actually said that about Conan.
Yeah, Conan does that at times too. Him, I can excuse as he's ripping a bong in the background. With Raven, like I think he's been diagnosed with ADHD. So
is he like freaking like legitimately brilliant though?
Yes, he has an extremely high IQ, and he passed the bar. He could have been a lawyer, and he turned it down to be Raven. So
are we sure it was turned out to be Raven, not turned out to be Johnny Polo?
Yeah, that was probably it.
Let's go with mine because mine's more funny.
Yeah, he turned it down to be Johnny Polo and Johnny Flamingo. Or Scotty Flamingo, excuse me. How dare I get that name wrong?
Fun fact, TJ marked out so hard when he saw him at a table at the WrestleCon.
Ooh, Raven?
Dude, it's Raven.
Oh, yeah.
You hella geeked.
I've been a huge Raven fan for, like, years.
And you did not go get his autograph, but whatever.
I can't remember why I passed it up.
Because you spend it on Demolition, like a loser.
Oh, yeah. Screw me. I went to see Demolition. Yeah, in my defense, I think I only had enough money for one, and I was like,
well, you had enough for a couple, but you earmarked some of it for Christian, so.
That is true, yeah. I wasn't going to not get Christian's autograph. Come on, man.
Yeah, but you skipped Raven for Christian. Loser.
Yeah, screw me. Both of which, by the way, were former NWA champions. Just putting that out there.